Hey there everybody, this is Piper here and welcome to another Rome Total War battle. This is a 1v1 battle replay from the Cup of Nations tournament, number 16 hosted on Rust League. This is the semi-finals between GREEK-KLEOMENIS playing as Pontus and BK Nermin playing as Carthage. So Pontus only gets 14k in this battle, Carthage gets 15.2k. And there's no limit to the amount of chariots Cleo can bring. So we'll go through the armies fast before the battle starts. Cleo's got 6 Bronze Shield Pike. They are gold. 6 archers gold. 2 chariot archers gold attack. 2 Scythe chariots. 1 Pontus light cavalry. They are gold. And 1 Cappadocian cavalry. They are gold. Check out Nermin's army. Obviously Carthage gets far better pike than Pontus. Doesn't really get the cavalry to match Pontus's chariots or Cappadocians. So Nermin's gone for a load of pike basically and slingers. So 6 Sacred Band. It looks like it's actually only 5 Sacred Band. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Sacred Band, and they are gold. 5 upgrade, actually. Yep. 5 upgrade. 3 Pueni infantry. They are 5 upgrade as well. 4 round shield. They are gold. 3 slingers, they are gold. They're the regular slingers. And 5 Blarax, and they are gold attack. So basically this formation is to do damage to the Pontic archers, to damage to the chariots, and then box up. Because the Sacred Band and the Pueni are fairly good pikes. The Sacred Band are especially better versus the Bronze Shields. And the Slingers will do a lot of damage to not only the Chariot Archers, but also the enemy regular archers. So this should be quite interesting to see how both players play their factions and how Cleo will combat this very heavy pike force. As you can see, if you check out the top right hand side of the screen, it's quite a long battle. So we will be triple speeding some of the plays. Cleo's moving around his chariot archers in the left flank. He's got 1 in the centre right area of the map. And Nermin is moving to the right to line up against the Pontic pike. So we're going to triple speed some of this when both armies form up. Play it here. So the archers on the chariot archers on the right flank, they're not firing at anything, they're not in range of the Blarax. The Blarax missiles they have the range to counter the chariots, but also stones are better versus chariots. If you're new to Rome Total War, if you're trying to take out chariot archers, arrows do some damage, but stones are better because of the way that the stones are thrown. Archer War is probably going to start between the archers and the slingers. Obviously the Blarax are only gold attack, they're not gold. There's only 5 of them. The slingers don't have the range of the archers, the regular slingers. So it's going to be interesting to see if Nermin will come out slightly to start the Archer War. So another key thing in this battle is the fact that even though the Bronze Shields, they're not as good as the Sacred Band Pike, they will beat the Pueni. But they have long pike, and when you have long pike versus short pike, these Sacred Band have short pike. It means that they can't box up until these guys are taken out. Cleo's going to move forward his archers. He's going to start the archer war. Cleo's moved around his Pontus light cav and his chariot archers. And again, because Nermin hasn't brought any heavy cavalry, he's only got the light cavalry, the weakest cavalry for Carthage, the round shield. It means that these chariot archers are going to be very effective. So the archer war started between both sides. Nermin's moved forward his slingers, his irregular slingers. Cleo's going to use his Cappadocian, try and push back these slingers. That's a good play there by Cleo. He's got these guys in guard mode, so they're not going to engage the slingers. They're just going to get close, do some damage, and then pull out. Has his chariot spread around. That's really to protect the archers if they get separated from the pike. Another thing to note, the round shield aren't as fast as the Pontic light. They're not going to be as effective chasing down the archers. They are a lot faster than heavy cavalry, and they will be faster than the chariots and the Cappadocian, but they're not as fast as Jav Cav. If Nermin had brought the Jav Cav for Carthage, they're called the mercenaries, they would be much more suitable for chasing down the archers. So we'll check out the archer war. Archer war started between the Balearacs and the Pontic archers. And the regular archers are getting kept very close to the Sacred Band Pike. Carthage has been absolutely mauled in the archer war. Because one of the Balearacs was kept on the left side to guard against the chariot archer, it was only 4 Balearacs versus 6 Pontic archers. The regular archers were getting some shots in as well, but there was good plays with the Cappadocian pushing those guys back. And the chariot archers are now shooting, done a bit of damage to the round shield. And the other one is on the left side, and they're actually shooting against the pike at the moment. Done a bit of damage to the Pueni, and I think Cleo's actually switched target. Yeah, he switched targets to the Balearacs. So like I was saying before, Cleo's got the problem of the fact that these chariot archers, they take a lot of damage from the Balearacs. So Cleo's been very selective with his targets, and he's looking at the Balearacs and what they're shooting at. So this is a really good play here. He's actually noticed that the Balearacs are shooting against the archers. So he's brought these guys in, and he's getting some sliding shots versus the Balearacs. So that's how you play with chariot archers in this situation. And I think he's done the same on the left side. Yeah, so that's excellent play by Cleo. He's using these chariot archers at the right time, and again using the Cappadocian to try and take out some of these archers, or slingers rather. And again, he's not actually engaging the slingers, he's just using these Cappadocian, trying to push back the slingers, and Nermin's actually switched targets and gone for shots in against the Cappadocian. Cleo has actually done a lot of damage in the archer war. He hasn't really, in comparison to Carthage, he hasn't really lost too many arrows, or too many archers rather. And now Cleo is pushing forward with his pike. Nermin's actually, his formation is very, very spaced out, and that's good against arrows. It's good against the chariot archers, and it's good against the scythe chariots if Cleo was to use the scythe chariots offensively. But the weakness of spacing at the pike is that they become vulnerable to attacks, and they're not going to be that effective versus a push like this. So Cleo's pushing with his pike, using his Cappadocian to try and mop up the units that right. That's the whole unit of 20 infantry taken out. He's trying to take out the other one right there. That's a rear charge there. That's brilliant play by Cleo. Managed to catch those pike. They've actually pulled down their pike and they're actually engaging the Kappa. But pulled out the Kappa and put in the Bronze Shields. On the right hand side, Cleo's microing on the left hand side. A good play by Nermin. He took out that unit of chariot archers. That's quite a good play there by Nermin. It's a big unit for Pontus in this matchup. That's almost a trade-off. 1 chariot archer for 2 Pueni. And Nermin's going to save his 3rd unit of Pueni, keeping them close to the Sacred Band. Nermin's going to pull over his pike. He's still got the 4 units of round shield. He's going to try and catch these pike units for Pontus. Cleo's going to pull over his chariot archers trying to support his pike. Should be able to get some pretty good rear shots in against the pike if they go in against the bronze shields. So Cleo's definitely managed to save 2 units of bronze shields. He's got another 2 units here coming out. He might lose this unit here. That's the general unit for Carthage. Nermin's going to have to watch that he doesn't lose that unit. General's right there, I believe. And that was a good play there by Cleo. He's managed to save all of his units of bronze shields. Almost lost that unit there. The trade-off there is he's left his archers a little bit vulnerable. Nermin's going to switch targets and go for the archers. Cleo still has 1 unit of side chariots at the back. And they're going to come over, try and support the archers, trying to minimise the damage. I think it's very likely Pontus is going to lose some whole units of archers. But he has taken out a good number of pike. Done a bit of damage to some of the Sacred Band as well. A lot of the slingers are very much depleted. Check out over here. So yes, there's nothing over here defending the archers. The round shield are a lot faster than the side chariots. However, in this matchup, as long as these archers are taken out, Nermin doesn't mind if he loses the round shield. Because like I was saying before, the round shield are only here to take out the archers. It's really the box that wins the game for Carthage in this matchup. Again, this is showing some good micros by both sides. There's plays over here between the light cavalry and the chariots. Both sides are microing over here as well. So Nermin's pushing forward with his pike. Cleo's pulling back his pike. And obviously there's 2 units of archers here as well for Pontus. So the chariots and the light cavalry are getting very, very close. I think they're going to get caught by the chariots unless they can speed up a little bit. Still got that unit of archers there. They're down to 7. They might actually right off the field. So 1 unit of archers are 21. They could be saved. And there's 2 units of archers there. And obviously the Cappadocian cavalry is still in play for Cleo. So the game is very much 50-50. Are these light cav going to get caught by the chariots? Yeah, they're getting exhausted. They're going to get caught by chariots. And I highly think that these cavalry were going to right off the field. So they've been caught by chariots. They're routing. Imagine Cleo doesn't want these chariots to run amok. He's managed to save his unit of archers over there. And the last unit of round shield are going to try and chase down and rout some more archers. So good play there by Nermin. Those round shield caught that unit of archers. Cleo switched targets with his archers himself, shot some flaming arrows against the round shield. and pulled in his chariot archers as well. So good play there by Cleo. Actually, he's actually, whilst that was happening over here, he's actually pulled around the Kappa. He's actually caught that unit of slingers. What might happen there is those slingers might have been in skirmish mode, and the Kappa came round and caught them possibly. But they're going to write off the field. That's a good player by Cleo. So there's a couple units here. There's a unit of archers. There are 8. They might come back from routing. Those archers, they're actually 21. I would have thought they would have came back from routing, but they're probably just so freaked out by the loss of their fellow soldiers. And they're 8. So a couple of units here might come back from routing. I think that was going to go off the field. They might come back. Still 1, 2. So there's still 2 units of archers for Cleo. He's got that unit of Kappa in the back, and he's got that unit of chariot archers. So we're going to triple speed this. I think Cleo will probably rest his troops. Obviously the chariot archers they're tired. All the archers are exhausted. Well, they're winded. They are warmed up actually. And the pike are fresh. So the Kappa's done a lot of chasing. Chased a lot of the slingers off the field. They're going to get rested as well. And over here, all those archers are right off the field. So I think Nermin's done a good job there. He only had 4 units of cavalry. And he managed to rout a lot of the Pontic archers off the field. Still got a couple of Balearic slingers left. And he's got virtually the bulk of his secret band left. There's 1 Pueni infantry there, 39 as well. And a couple of units of Balearic slingers. So I'll keep it on triple speed. So we'll play it here. Nermin has made a pretty solid box in the centre. He's keeping his Balearics amongst the pike. And he's trying to get some shots in there against the Kappa. So done a couple of shots there versus the Cappadocian. They were quite effective. They were taking it to Cappadocian. Another shot there against the Cappadocian. And the pike are moving in on the other side. So there's nothing here to take out the Scythe chariots. 2 units of Scythe chariots left. Again, there's not really much that's going to really rout these Scythe chariots apart from the actual pike. So it's likely Cleo's probably going to use the Scythe chariots to inflict that morale damage on the pike and then use a hammer and anvil strategy. Again, like I was saying before at the start, in this situation, the Sacred Band are better than the Bronze Shields in 1 versus 1, but the long pike always beats short pike, unless the short pike are attacking with guard mode off. So this is an opportunity for Cleo to use the cavalry. Spaced out his pike, so it means that the Sacred Band have to attack, and it's left vulnerabilities on either side. Good play there by Cleo. He's attacking the right flank and rear of that Sacred Band. Charging in the Cappadocian, they're going to rout the Balearics. Keeping his Scythe chariots from the back, that's going to be causing extra morale damage on Nermin's pike. He's got his chariot archers firing against the backs of the pike, and he switched his archers to flaming arrows, it looks like. Which is a little bit... If those archers shoot flaming arrows against the pike and they hit the side chariots, they could actually run amok. But I think Cleo's actually spotted that and is actually taking them off fire. Charging in the side chariots there, that was a good play there by Cleo. He's gone in the gaps right there, and he's actually routed that unit of Sacred Band. He's going to charge in the Cappadocian as well. I think Nermin's turned his pike at the last second and did a bit of damage to the Cappadocian, and that other unit of side chariots has actually survived that attack, and they've actually been pulled out. The other unit's actually down to 3. That's another play there by Cleo using the Cappadocian against the rear of the pike. So he's still got a fair amount of bronze shields left. He's actually going to withdraw them, looks like, because he still has arrows. Yeah, he's still got some arrows there, and he's got arrows within the chariot archers. So he's going to pull back the pike, try and use some of those arrows, get some shots in against the pike that's left. That was a great play there by Cleo. In that kind of situation, Carthage really has to annihilate the pike, because there's still archers left and there's some chariots in the chariot archers. The fact that Cleo has pike left is a massive advantage in the situation, because the smaller that box gets, the more effective the chariots will be in terms of getting kills and morale damage. For example, it's easier to spot which way the units are facing in a massive box, even though it's a bigger target. Sometimes it's more difficult to pick your targets. So there's a general there for Carthage. That's got a really big advantage for Carthage, to have your general in amongst the pike box. But like I was saying before, having so many pike left, I mean, there's one that's 26, one that's 37, that's almost full strength, 8. So 2 that are actually 8 in strength. So there's actually 2 units of archers left for Carthage rather. They're going to switch to flaming arrows and try and get some shots in there against the pike box. There's 1 unit of chariot archers left and a unit of side chariots. So there's actually the general for Pontus. So again, the fact that both sides have their general is a big advantage, and Cleo also has the Cappadocian. That's another volley there, flaming arrows going in. Getting quite a lot of kills there. The chariot archers they're a little bit tired. Cleo can actually rest these guys. For example, the more tired units are, the less effective they are. And again, going for the same approach, keeping his pike spaced out. Because like I was saying before, Carthage has to attack. If Carthage boxes up and doesn't attack, 1 versus 1, the pike lose to the long pike. So making Carthage attack, using the archers there, firing in the flaming arrow shots, keeping the chariot archers very close to the rear of the pike. Still got the Cappadocians out and the general. I definitely put the favour very much with Cleo at the moment. The Carthage, even though it says victory seems certain, they will lose on that side. It's a good play there by Cleo, using the Cappadocian, doing the hammer and anvil, and routing those 2 units. That's virtually a win for GREEK-KLEOMENIS. There's only 1 unit of pike left, and they're going to rout as well. So that was an epic battle there. I think both players played extremely well. Great use of the chariots and the pike by Cleo. Very good push at the start. He really punished Nermin for spacing out the pike so much, and managed to rout those 2 units of 20 very early on. Very good use of the Chai archers as well. And Nermin played very well too. Great use of the round shield. Managed to rout a lot of the units of archers for Pontus. Good use of the pike as well. I thought he did well at the end. He made the most of the pike, but obviously I think maybe a couple of extra units of cavalry might have been good for Carthage just to support the archers. But anyway, well played to both players, well played to Nermin. He's done very well to get to the semi-finals, played a lot of battles, he's a great player. So unlucky to him, well played to GREEK-KLEOMENIS. He goes into the final, and I believe that's against Hos Magi as Spain. So stay tuned for those battles. Hope you've enjoyed this battle replay. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And as always, this is Piper signing off.